At 74, Mick Mars has shocked fans in a way no one saw coming. For decades, he stood quietly in the background of Mötley Crüe, the calm in the middle of chaos. But now, everything people thought they knew about the band is being questioned. So what changed? And why is the quietest member suddenly the loudest story? Born Robert Allen Deal in 1951, long before the fame, Mick Mars was already fighting something most people couldn't see. A disease that slowly stiffens the spine, locking the body over time. It wasn't sudden. It crept in, year by year. And by the time he was chasing music in California clubs, pain was already part of his daily life. But here's the strange part. Why didn't he ever walk away? Through the 1970s, he kept going. Band after band. Small gigs.
No fame. No spotlight.
Just repetition. But those years shape him. While others chased flash, Mars built something different. A dark, heavy guitar sound. Controlled. Precise. Almost surgical. And then, in 1981, everything changed. That's when he helped form Mötley Crüe. But even then, was he really just another band member? Alongside Nikki Sixx, Tommy Lee, and Vince Neil, the band exploded out of Los Angeles. Wild image. Loud personalities.
Pure caos.
But behind all of that, there was structure. And that structure came from Mars. His guitar work held everything together. Albums like Too Fast for Love, Shout at the Devil, and Dr. Feelgood turned them into global stars. Millions of records sold. Stadiums packed. But somehow, he remained almost invisible. Why? While the others made headlines for excess and controversy, Mars stayed quiet.
No scandals.
No drama. Just music. But behind that silence, his body was slowly giving up. Touring the world. Long flights. Endless shows. Night after night. And all of it pushing against a condition that never stopped progressing. So how long could he really keep this up? By the early 2000s, things got serious. Surgery. Metal implants in his spine. Not optional. Necessary. It allowed him to keep performing, but at a cost. Less movement. More pain. Standing almost still on stage while everything around him exploded with energy. And still, he kept going. But here's the question. How much can one person endure before it finally breaks? As the years went on, it got harder. The shows got bigger. The schedules tighter. The expectations didn't change, even as his body did. Every performance became a test of endurance. Every tour, a gamble. And eventually, the balance collapsed. In 2022, after decades of pushing through, Mick Mars made a decision that changed everything. He stepped away from touring. But did that mean he was done with the band? Not exactly. He made it clear. He wasn't leaving Mötley Crüe completely. Just the stage. But almost immediately, things shifted. A new guitarist, John Five, stepped in for live shows. The band kept moving forward. Tours continued. Fans were divided. Some understood. Others questioned it. And that's when things took a turn no one expected. Because stepping off stage was only the beginning, not the end. In 2023, Mick Mars filed a lawsuit against his own bandmates. And suddenly, everything went public. He claimed his role had been reduced. His share cut. His voice removed from decisions. The band pushed back, saying it was necessary due to his condition. But now the question wasn't about music anymore. It was about ownership. Who really controls a legacy? This wasn't just a band argument. It became something bigger. Contracts. Rights. Money. Power. And at the center of it all was a simple but powerful idea. Does stepping away from touring mean losing your place in what you helped build? The case didn't go to a dramatic courtroom ending. Instead, it quietly settled in 2024. No details. No numbers. Just silence. But by then, the damage was already done. Fans started looking back differently. at the chaos, the scandals, the breakdowns, the overdose of Nikki Sixx in 1987, the legal troubles surrounding Tommy Lee, the tragic crash involving Vince Neil in 1984. Through all of that, one person stayed steady.
Mick Mars.
Always there, always working, but never in the spotlight. So why was he the one pushed aside? Even during the band's most unstable years, he remained the anchor. In the studio, he showed up, prepared, focused. When the band finally got clean before recording Dr. Feelgood, it became their biggest success, and his guitar work was right at the center of it. But success didn't fix everything. Tension stayed. Disagreements grew. And behind the scenes, cracks never fully disappeared. So was this outcome inevitable? The band broke up, reunited, promised to stop touring, came back again. Through all of it, Mars remained the constant thread, not chasing headlines, not controlling the narrative, just preserving the sound. And then, after everything, after being sidelined, challenged, and pushed into a legal fight, he did something no one expected. In 2024, he released his first solo album, The Other Side of Mars. And this wasn't nostalgia. It was something different, darker, heavier, more modern. No attempt to recreate the past, just a clear statement. This is who I am now. But here's what makes it even more surprising. He didn't tour it. He couldn't. His health wouldn't allow it. So instead, he stayed in the studio, writing, recording, creating, on his own terms. No band.
No chaos. No compromises.
Just music. And maybe that's the real twist in this story. After a lifetime in the background, Mick Mars finally stepped into control. So the question now is simple. Was he ever really the quiet one? Or was he the one holding everything together all along?